$600, that's the whole budget. Not a starting point, a ceiling. Maybe you're in a one-bedroom apartment and the treadmill has to disappear under the bed when you're done with it. Maybe you're 250 pounds and the last budget treadmill you looked at rattled apart in a customer review after 8 months. Maybe your knees are the actual reason you haven't bought one yet. Under $600, most lists hand you 5 cheap machines and call it a day. But cheap isn't the same as right, and your $600 problem probably isn't the same as the next person's. So we lined up every serious option in this range, compared the spec sheets, the fold mechanisms, the warranty terms, and where owners consistently complained, and narrowed it to 5, each one built to solve a specific version of that problem. Find your version, and you'll know your treadmill by the end of this video. If you only watch one section, make it this one. Here's the number that matters most. A 2.6 CHP motor with a 0 to 10 miles per hour range and 0 to 10% incline. Enough headroom to walk today and train for a 5K in 6 months without outgrowing the machine. Keyflex cushioning takes the edge off every stride, and the 5-inch LCD keeps things legible without turning the console into a tablet you didn't ask for. It's iFit compatible, but that's an optional add-on, not a requirement. Most people in this budget range don't want another monthly subscription, and you don't need one here. Manual mode is a complete experience on its own. iFit is just sitting there if you ever want live, auto-adjusting training down the road. Remember, you need to bring your own tablet to stream iFit content. And despite the compact footprint, it doesn't fold, so it needs a permanent spot on the floor, not a slide under the bed home like some of the others here. But it's the machine that does the most things well for the least money, which is exactly why it's the safest place to put your $600. You can use my affiliate link in the description. It won't cost you extra, but it will help me pay my bills. I really appreciate your support. Start here if your knees are the actual reason you've been putting this off. Most of the machines on this list treat cushioning as a footnote. This one builds around it. ProShocks absorbs impact more aggressively than a standard deck, which matters if you're walking, hiking, or working back into running after an injury. Specs otherwise mirror the T-Series 5 almost exactly. Same speed range, same incline ceiling, and the same deal with iFit. It's compatible if you ever want guided, auto-adjusting workouts, but nothing here locks you into a subscription to use the treadmill. But the fold is the real difference between the two. A hydraulic foot bar lowers the deck smoothly and in a controlled manner instead of letting it drop, and at 196 pounds, it's the easiest machine on this list to actually move. What you're not getting: extra power or speed range. This is a comfort machine, not a mileage machine. If joint comfort is the deciding factor, though, nothing else here is built around it this directly. Full transparency. The list price on this one is $699, not $599. It's currently discounted into this range. But even if the discount isn't live when you check, this is the one machine on the list worth stretching your budget for. Here's why. A 15% max incline is the steepest in this lineup, more than double what most budget treadmills offer, with 15 auto incline levels, so you don't have to reach down to crank a dial mid-workout. Sunny Health and Fitness has built home fitness equipment for over 20 years, so you're not paying a premium for an unproven brand. That price gets you a genuinely reliable build behind it. And the fold isn't just a spec sheet checkbox. One click, flat, compact enough for a closet or under a bed, which makes this the rare machine that gives you both serious incline range and a true small space fold. That combination is hard to find anywhere near $600, discount or not. Remember, the 20 by 53-inch deck is average for the class, not a standout. But if you specifically want incline range and small footprint storage in the same machine, this is the pick built for that combination. Weight capacity is where budget treadmills usually cut corners first. This one doesn't, and the gap is bigger than you'd expect. A 4.0 horsepower brushless motor drives a 450-pound weight capacity, 150 pounds above the 300-pound ceiling most machines on this list top out at, while staying under 45 decibels, quiet enough to run before the house wakes up. The console is deliberately simple. 12 preset programs, quick speed buttons, and handrail pulse sensors that track heart rate without a chest strap. The trade-off shows up in the deck. At 20 by 45 inches, it's shorter than the rest of this list, and the Incline tops out at a modest 5% against the double digits elsewhere here. This isn't the machine for long strides at a steep incline, but if 450 pounds of capacity is the non-negotiable, nothing else under $600 gets close. Not everyone on this list is training for a race. If your goal is steps, not sprints, this is the cheapest legitimate way there, and it's nearly $200 under budget before you've added anything. A 3.0 horsepower motor and 0.5 to 10 miles per hour range cover walking and light jogging. An auto incline goes up to 15% if you want to turn a walk into real work. The standout is CEMTS 6-point shock absorption. A patented system Renastar claims cuts knee and ankle impact by up to 40%, worth noting if you're a beginner or managing joint sensitivity. It also folds up, small enough for a closet shelf, not just under a bed. The trade-off is the deck. At 16.5 by 45.5 inches, it's the narrowest running surface here, and 300-pound capacity is standard, not exceptional. Not built for serious running mileage. But for walking, low-impact cardio, or a daily step goal without spending anywhere near $600, this is the pick. Here's all 5, side by side. No single machine wins every category. That was the point going in. So here's the fast way to find yours. Want one machine that does everything well? Nordic Track T-Series 5. Dealing with joint pain? Proform Carbon TL. Want the steepest incline and don't mind flexing slightly above $600 for it? Sunny Health and Fitness. Need it to hold real weight? WellFit. Just want to walk more without spending much at all? Renastar. Still not sure? Start with the T-Series 5. Of everything here, it's the one you're least likely to regret. If this saved you from 15 open tabs and a spec sheet headache, subscribe.